today I am doing an experiment with something that I made up. So I'm going to be making a Quorn Fillet topped with a broccoli and cheese sauce and then coated in breadcrumbs. So let's see how we do it. So I've got a large saucepan of boiling water and I'm going to add a whole head of broccoli. This one was about 200 grams. I've chopped it into florets, and I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic, and I'm going to let that boil for about 15 minutes. Okay, so after 15 minutes the broccoli should be bright green and it's done, so we're going to drain it. And once it's drained, we are going to leave it to cool down for a few minutes before we start blending it. Okay, once the broccoli's cooled off, we're going to put it into a food processor or blender, anything like that. And you've got that 1 piece of garlic in there as well. Then to that we're going to add half a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and half a tablespoon of white wine vinegar, half a tablespoon of olive oil, and then this is the bit where you can vary it. So I've got 40 grams of light Philadelphia. If you want to make it vegan, you can add 40 mils of coconut milk, the whole coconut milk, which I think is thick and creamy. Last time I did it, I did 40 mils of Greek yogurt. So there's lots of different things you can do, but I wanted it a bit cheesy. So we're going to blitz this up and see what kind of consistency we've got. So here we have a thick paste. Get a spoon in there, you can see how thick it is. Well, that's what you want for what I'm doing. So we're going to let this cool down because the broccoli is still warm. So we're going to let this cool down and then I'll show you how to top the fillet. Okay, once the sauce has cooled down, we are going to take some kind of surface that you can put in the freezer. So I've got a chopping board, you can use a plate or something like that. I've got 2 frozen Quorn fillets and they are still frozen because we're going to be putting these back in the freezer, so you don't want to defrost them. And you're just going to take that sauce, take a spoonful and spread it on top. Now you can do this as thick or as thin as you like. I have about a teaspoon, will cover the whole lot for me. There we go. Yeah, so a good teaspoon like that. On to the second one. Okay, so they're done. Now we're going to put these in the freezer for around about half an hour, just like that, so the top is hard, because we're going to coat these in breadcrumbs, so you want the soft to be hard. So, in the freezer. So we've got loads of sauce left. You can do a lot more fillets. I only need 2, but don't worry, I'll have a use for this at the end. Okay, so we've been in the freezer for about half an hour and the sauce is hard. If you're doing more than 2, I would say just get 2 out at a time, otherwise it might start to defrost. So we're going to roll one of these in flour. Get it completely covered in flour. And then we're going to dip in the egg. And then straight into the breadcrumbs. So I've just got normal white bread. There was 1 slice there, which should be enough for 2. You can use anything. Panko breadcrumbs are brilliant. I've used ciabatta, that's pretty good as well. But this is just plain. Right, that's 1, and then you do the same with the other one. Okay, so there's a few different ways you can cook these. I'm going to cook it in the air fryer, but I will tell you how to do it in the oven as well. Okay, so I've preheated the air fryer at 180. And we're going to put them in for, I think it's 18 minutes. I'll confirm that at the end. If you're doing it in the oven, 180 again, and I think it's about 25 minutes. So, let's see when it's done. Okay, it's been 18 minutes. Let's have a look in there. Now, the way I check to see if these are done is to take a knife and we go straight in the middle. Goes in easily into the fillet, and feel the knife. If it's cold, then it's probably not cooked. But that knife's hot, so they're done. Right, I'm going to plate these up and then we'll give it a taste. Okay, let's cut one of these open so you can see inside. There you go. The fillet, you've got the sauce over it, all coated in breadcrumbs. Right, let's give this a taste then. Okay, time for the taste. That's definitely better with the Philadelphia. It's nice and creamy. Oh, that's so nice. Right, stay tuned and you'll see what I'll do with the rest of that sauce, but those are definitely a winner. Okay, so what else can we do with this sauce? I have cooked 140 grams of pasta, and I'm going to put the sauce into a saucepan. Now this is still pretty thick, so we're going to have to make it more of a runny sauce. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a medium heat. And we're going to add some milk to this. Now, I don't know how much, just until it's the right consistency. So I'm going to start with 3 tablespoons. And then I'm going to stir this in. See, that's still a little bit thick. So I'm going to add another tablespoon. That's better. So I'm going to heat this up. And once the sauce is heated through, we're going to add the cooked pasta. And stir that in as well. Look at that, we've got green pasta. Brilliant. See, I think we could have even had some more pasta in there. There's quite a bit of sauce there. And you're done. Okay, so I'm going to get some of this into the bowl. There we go. And you can eat it like that. That's ready. But I do like my cheese, so I'm going to add some mozzarella. You can add cheddar or whatever kind of cheese you like. And then I'm going to go under the grill until it is golden and bubbly. Okay, so we're just under there for a couple of minutes and we're ready. Look at that. Right, okay, let's give this green pasta a try. Mm. Mm. That is brilliant. So there you have it. 2 ways to use one sauce. Completely different meals, but oh, that sauce is amazing. So keep experimenting, have fun, and I'll see you next time.